Will you put that on? Angie, how are you? Listen, it's great to catch up with you. So I just wanted to jump on here and maybe talk about how we met, first of all. And I think I've put on here, health truly is your greatest wealth. And I think we both actually can appreciate that, because I think we've both been at that crossroads where you think there's got to be more to life and I need to look after myself. So everybody that's in here kind of knows me. So if you can tell me about you, that would be fabulous.
Tell about me. About how I started the business, or
tell me when your health was, first of all, and then tell me about I'll talk about when we met, and then you can tell me where you've gone from then. So tell me about your backstory of your health
backstory. About 10 years ago, I was diagnosed. I had a car accident, and after the accident, I ended up with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, hyper joint mobility. But I think I've had that. Well, I know I've had that from as a child, and IBS and a couple other things. I was absolutely floored for the best part of 10 years. And then I would say maybe 2 years ago, I started looking into the kind of holistic side of things. Then I started doing the cold water therapy. So I was dipping in Loch Lomond and I was dipping down at Ardrossan. I had used the aloe vera drinking gel that we have, that we supply, I promote. I had used that maybe about 5 years ago. I tried it. A friend of mine was doing the business, tried to encourage me to come into the business, but at the time I was very, very unwell. And I wasn't able to do it. So I took the gel for a wee while, and I don't know why. I think it was finances. I ended up stopping it, and I felt a big difference. I felt a big difference when I was on it. I felt an even bigger difference when I stopped it, but I didn't have any option at the time. So then I think you and I met at one of the Warrior Women.
No, it was a private one. It was a private one. You had put on that you were actually doing a dip, and I just took a notion and thought, I'm going to Loch Lomond.
Oh, was it? Right, I thought it was one of the water.
You had a kayak and took me out in your kayak. That's how we met.
Oh, right, okay. I remember that now. Yeah, so I had just arranged with a couple of the girls and we went down, and we were playing about the kayak, and some of the girls had their boards out as well, paddle boards, and we were just having it was a beautiful day, just having a wee bit of play out in the loch, and you popped up and we started chatting, and you get a wee shot of the kayak, which I absolutely loved, fell in love with it. Did you get a shot of the paddle boards as well that day?
One of the girls, I couldn't go anywhere in that because I was sitting with my legs up. I couldn't get up, so I just sat with my legs like that. I didn't go very far in that one.
I know, but you were doing well in the kayak, and you loved that. And then after that, I think we had kind of connected online, and then I started seeing the bits and pieces you were put up, and that's when I realised you were with Forever. So I'm trying to think what happened for there. I don't even know if I'd met you again, or we had just been chatting online.
I think we were chatting, and then did I say to you, will I come down and we'll have... Did we go dipping and then we went for a coffee?
We went I think, yes, that's what happened. But we're chatting online back and forward, and obviously I'd seen your posts and your stories, things online, so I knew you'd done the business, so that really interested me, and I thought I want to get back on the gel again. So I think you came down and we went for another dip, and then we went for a coffee, but I think I was very unwell that day.
You were. Your friend was with you. Who was your friend that was with you?
Joan.
Because you remember,
now one of my customers.
Oh, there you go. So at the time you couldn't take it in, and Joan said, right, I'll take messages and things like that. And do you know, Angie, this is why I absolutely love the business, because look at you now.
I know.
And
massive difference.
And a lot of people will say they can't afford it. And I'm really sad at that, because it is covered under private medical cover, but not everybody has private medical cover. But that just shows. And like you just said, dude, you probably stopped it because of finances, which is a shame, because, you might have been, your health might have been really, really good had you been able to keep on it. So I love that part.
Yeah.
At the time when I met you, I remember saying, we've got a box of products, and I remember you saying, no, I don't think I could actually afford that. And then as soon as I got home, you'd actually messaged me and said, listen, Audrey, I really want to buy that box.
I'm doing it, yeah. I think I just decided. I knew I wanted to go into the products, and I thought, even if I start up the business, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. You had explained a lot to me that day, but I had taken in like this amount of information. My chronic fatigue was really bad that day, and I think my fibro was not too good, and I was flared up. I had pain, and I had brain fog, and I just wasn't taking the information in. I was trying so hard, but it was just going over my head. So he said about buying the box, and I was like, oh, I don't think I can afford it. But I had finances saved, but as far as I was concerned, it wasn't for anything like that. But then I realised if I do this, take on the business, and I get my discount, then I can afford the products. Yeah. So I thought, and it's going to work out. So I took the money out my savings and decided, right, this is going to be, I'm starting it in the business. So this is a business venture then. So that's why it was coming out the savings, and I could justify it then. So that's what I done. Bought the box, ordered the stuff for myself at first, and then my box came and I started using the products, and I was just blown away. Oh,
sorry.
It's all right. I was just blown away with the quality of the products. I was then on the gel. I think within about, I think it was only about 5 or 6 days taking the gel, and I felt a massive difference in my energy levels. That was the first thing that affected, and I couldn't believe it. Like 5, 6 days of taking this. I don't think it was as quick as that the last time, but maybe I was just wanting it more. Do you know what I mean? And I was drinking a wee bit more than just the 60 ml. I was drinking a wee bit extra because I knew I could. So that was fine. And then from there, it just kind of blossomed. And then obviously I was talking to my friends about it, and I've heard you saying you ended up with Allogub. I am a wee bit like that now, and I have been like that probably for the last couple of months. It's just once you get a belief in the products and you're using them yourself, which is very important, you see how good the quality is, you smell it, you feel it in your skin, you feel the difference with the drinking gel. So then maybe I would say a few weeks into it, and I started feeling the improvement on my gut. Your gut's your second brain. So as soon as you start repairing that and doing good to that, everything else starts to fall into place. And that's basically what's happened. And then over the months, I mean, that was only November I joined. So over the months, kind of every month, I bought myself a new product. I sold all the products from my box very, very quickly. It wasn't hard to do at all. I think some of the products that I was meant to be using myself, I actually ended up selling them because that's such a demand for it. My sales at the beginning were just wee bits here and there, but it was starting to pick up. And each month when I was making a wee bit of money, although it wasn't a lot at the beginning, when I was making a wee bit, I was just putting it straight to buying products for myself. So I thought the more I use, the more I got belief in. Plus, your personal products, like your shampoo and your conditioner and your hand soap, sanitizer at the time, toothpaste, deodorant. I just started replacing all the ones that I had with the aloe vera products. Because I thought, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. I mean, you get in my bathroom, it's all aloe vera now.
Oh, love that. So how many do you now use, do you think, of Forevers?
Oh, how many do I use? Well, I've read through what I use. Right, I use the drinking gel. Probably about, I would say, at least 120 mils. Sometimes I just have 2 wee shots, like wee shots, 2 full glasses. Depending if I get up and if you want a wee bit, then I think, I'll just take a wee bit extra. So I use my aloe gel, I use my bee pollen, I use my collagen. That was another big one, a wee bit more expensive, but once I was there another wee bit, I thought, right, I'm going to do that. So I've been on that for a couple of months. I just started my RG. My last order, I ordered my RG, so I'm using that now. I use the soap, the toothpaste, the deodorant, the shampoo, the conditioner, the moisturiser. That's 10. The jelly, the propolis,
cooling lotion.
The cooling lotion, the perfume, although I prefer the aftershave to the perfume.
It was the same in our last ones. Everybody liked the aftershave better than the perfume.
I got both. I got the perfume and the aftershave. I've got them as tasters, but I just use them myself as well. I'm trying to think what's in. Oh, the shakes as well. I use the shakes.
Amazing. Do you know, if I think like, what's that? About 13, 14 there. So let's go back to when we met in November and I had said, Hero, we've got a box, and you thought, well, I can't really afford that. And that's what we talk about. It's a journey. It's about you try that product when you believe that product works. It comes with a 60-day money back guarantee. So people try it. If it doesn't work, send it back. The product's free. But what's made it even more exciting for me is that Forever have put 3 options together on how you actually get on board as well. The first one, obviously, is the Inside Out box, which is 10 products and share the 10 products. So obviously that's the way you started, and that's why you're continuing with those products, which is amazing. But they've also brought out the new one, which is Inside Out, which I absolutely love because it's got collagen, as you said. It's got all the skincare. I love the skincare.
I bought one of the boxes as well.
Oh, you did too, didn't you? So we're all at that stage where we're thinking we want to look better. We're not getting help maybe from the NHS as much as possible. So let's invest in us. And that's exactly what you've done, Angie. You've got to that stage where you just think, I'm going to invest in me. And look at you, because I would love to. In fact, once we get this in the group, I'm going to share a photograph, because at the very beginning, isn't it funny? Because I think 3 months on, I said to you, my goodness, Angie, that was your photograph. And at the time, you kind of just went, yeah. But when you were ready to actually accept that and you thought, actually, that was my photograph.
Well, people started saying to me, oh, you're looking great, Ange, you're looking great, Ange. I didn't notice it much in myself at first. But then I'm not very good at going, oh, I look good.
We're Scots, we don't like it. My mum used to say she fancies her bara, don't get above your station, all of these things, and that's why we're like that.
That's right. So people were saying to me, kept saying to me, and I was like, well, I'm feeling great. Do you know what I mean? I'm feeling so much better. They kept saying, you're looking great, your skin's looking great, you're glowing, and I was like, right, okay. And then I started looking at myself a wee bit more in the mirror just to see the changes, and I can see it myself now. And then you had showed me the 2 pictures, one that was taken, I think we were doing a meeting or something. We were in the Hive, we get together in the Hive, and then the other one was one of the times that I was down at Loch Lomond. And you showed me the 2 pictures together. I was blown away. I was like, oh my goodness, I could really see the difference. And yes, if you want to share the pictures into the group, you can now. At the beginning, I was a bit like, oh no, I look really, really bad. But that's the way I looked. And then after using the products, I feel my skin it feels better, it looks better. I'm a lot more confident with it now as well.
And you've got your fibromyalgia, because obviously you got a quick result. I would say it was because of your IBS. But what about your...
Give me 2 seconds, sorry.
Yep.
That's it.
What about your fibromyalgia now, and what about your chronic fatigue and things? Is that a lot better, or...?
Yes, it is. My fibromyalgia, what I find now is, before, when I had a flare-up, it would put me in my bed, and I could be in my bed for a day. I could be in my bed 3, 4, sometimes 5 days, where I just couldn't get out of the bed. I was in agony, pain-wise. I was exhausted. My chronic fatigue would kick in. Oh, goodness.
I know these phones. I thought I had mine on silent, and it came through because it was my son.
Right, wait a minute. I think it's in silent. I think that's in silent. Hold on. That's it now. What was I saying there?
Chronic fatigue, how you were feeling?
So I could be 4 or 5 days in bed, really, really unwell. I mean, some of the times I was crawling on my hands and knees to go to the bathroom. And then I would get up, and then I'd be on the couch for a couple of days before I could actually get back to normal. I'd maybe back to normal a day, 2 days, and boof, it would hit me again. Back in bed. Now what happens is I still have my flare-ups, but they're not as bad. But when it happens, maybe I'm just a bit better at handling it as well, but definitely my products are helping. What happens is I've not been in my bed all winter. and winter's usually really, really bad for me. All winter, I wasn't in my bed. I was on the sofa a couple of times, but I'd be on the sofa for maybe a day. So if I got up in the morning and I felt wiped out, I'd just go, right, today's going to be just a sofa day. And I would just lie in the sofa and I would snooze on and off. And then the next day, I was back up on my feet again. Still feeling a wee bit iffy, but feeling a lot better. And then I was fine the following day, and I was able to go on, and that could go on for a lot longer before I took another flare up. And again, it was maybe just on the couch for a day and back up, which is a massive difference to what it was like.
It's amazing. And that's why I call it health is your wealth, because obviously I deal with finances, and there's no point in me helping people with their finances if they haven't got their health. There's just no point. But where do you see your business going now? Because obviously you're in a completely different place. We've just come back from Coventry. And if I had said to you in November, do you want to do this business? Do you want to go to Coventry? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to be part of? At that time, it was a journey, isn't it? And I say this to people, it's how do you eat an elephant? It's bite-sized chunks. So the whole thing that you've had is a journey. So on your journey now, where do you see yourself going forward?
Well, as far as the business is concerned, it's changed a lot over the last, I would say, month, maybe more, month. I've been involved in it a lot more. I've been pushing it a lot more. Not pushing it, that's not the right word. I've just been working on it harder.
The Aloe Gub's got a bit better.
Sorry?
The Aloe Gub has got a wee bit worse.
The Aloe Gub just doesn't shut up now. I can't help it. It's just when I start to talk to people, as soon as they ask me what I do, that's it. I'm away. I'm like, oh, I've got these products, and if you get an illness, I can help you. And I was sitting, I'd went to the loch yesterday for a dip, and I was sitting with some of the girls, and there was a couple of ladies here, and I ended up talking to them about it. But both of them have already got their own business, and I did speak to them about the business, but they were like, no, it's not the right time yet. I says, that's fine. I'll put them in the back burner. I'll come back to them again. But as soon as I started, they all were saying to me, you are so passionate about it. I said, I know, because I just feel people are out there. I want to help people. I am a helper. I want to help people, and people are out there with problems, and I've got a solution. I've got one of my products within, we've got over 200 products. Some of my products are able to help that person. I know it will. And
well, it definitely does, because we've got a 60-day money-back guarantee and 0.5% sports returned, and the turnover is 2.6 billion. So we know that. But not everybody listens to us, and that's the part that gets really frustrating, because you think, but sometimes when people, I mean, I actually had a man who had been told he was stage 4 cancer. He knew. I went to his networking, and it was only when he get told that he only had 6 months to live, he says, Audrey, I need your box. But, you know, I had gone to his networking for years. It's only when people need to listen, or people want to listen, that they're going to listen. So we have to bear that in mind. It's all choices, and not everybody will want our business, not everybody will want our product. But there will be people who will be open-minded and say, tell me what you've got, tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away by Forever. Like I say, over the last month, things have changed, and I've been working a lot more on my business, speaking to a lot more people with the Aloe Gub. And now I'm ready to progress more. I've got one team member, but I've got another 3. I've got one that's going to be joining before the end of the month, and then I've got another 2 or 3 that are possibilities. I'm still kind of working on them and speaking to them and chatting to them and building a bit of rapport with them. But now I was sitting at, what was I sitting at? Active.
The active supervisor, yes. So you were recognised. So that was great, because we go down south. I mean, that's one thing. People don't join. We don't join for recognition, but coming from the corporate world, it's actually a really nice thing. So to see you on the stage, I was showing my husband it last night, you and Tracy on the stage was just brilliant. I love it.
I thought I would be really, really nervous, but I wasn't. I just felt dead proud. So I mean, I was beaming. I felt as if I was beaming. I just felt so proud to be part of the Aloe Vera family.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, isn't it? It is a family. You know, like some people say you joined a cult, or you joined whatever they think. In this crazy, horrible world, I actually think it's a nice thing to be part of. People look out for you back instead of stabbing you in the back.
Definitely.
And like what you said there, so people joining your team, and I like to actually just kind of point out what that actually means. It's actually somebody who's just one step behind you, who's saying, I'm open to actually improving my health. I'm open to go on the journey with you. And if it helps me the way it's helped you, I'll be open-minded as well.
Yeah,
you know, not complicating it in any way, because that is really all we're doing.
Yeah, helping people. Now I want to go further. After coming back for the success day and seeing what is available, what's out there, people that are way further on in the business. They've been for a number of years. You know what I mean? Some of them, like Jane, I think she's been in 20 odd years.
No, she's 30 now. She's 30 now, Angie. 13. She's number 3 in the world. But
yeah,
and I love what that means, because it's just she's helped so many people.
Exactly. So I'm want to help more people, and I want to improve, and I want to move on. So my aim is, as well, they don't know, I was going to say, as you know, the company does holidays. Is it 4 a year they do? 2 can
they've actually put some extra ones on. So there's 3 on it. There's 4 on just now.
Mm-hmm. But Phuket is one of the big ones for next year.
Yeah.
I'm not
Paris as well. Paris, we can all be in Paris. Even if we don't qualify, we can all be in Paris. That will be an amazing one. Quite a lot of us went to Sweden. We didn't qualify for that one, but we went, and it was like 10,000 people in a room, and it was just mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. So, you know, everybody can come, and that's the good thing, because when we go, you heard me talking to Lisa. I mean, that's my friend. I've become really close friends with this girl because I said yes. Her family become my best friends. And we've been to Vegas, we've been to California, we've been to, where else have we been? We've been to Sweden. You know, we've been all these trips with them.
Yeah. Well, Phuket's that's in my radar now. And I know I'm acting supervisor. I need to then become supervisor, then assistant manager, is it?
Yep.
And then manager.
Yep.
And then
ego manager.
Ego manager to go.
You need to be manager first and then ego manager. But do you know, the thing is, all that is just getting your gob to be louder. Because, you know, like, all those things don't mean anything to anybody. It just means you become more passionate. The more passionate you become, the more you earn, the more you can spend on looking after yourself as well. Because if I work out, we probably spend at least three case credits in our house. Now, that's a lot of money, but I get a 48% discount. Yeah. So why would you want to stay on a 35% discount when you can get to a 48% discount and get all these products that you know work?
Get a 48% discount just means I can buy more products.
Exactly. And really, because then what happens with it is you then get paid. So if somebody joins your business, they come in on a 30% discount. You get paid 18% to help them with what I helped you with what Chris helped me. So it's all business.
Well, I know when Mags, that's who joined, who's my team member, or part of my team, when she first joined, I just felt, because I was only just into the business, and I felt I've not got knowledge to try and explain things to her, because I was still learning, but you were my mentor then, and you were Mag's mentor as well. Now I feel as if I've got so much, I know so much more. I'm not saying I'm brilliant or anything, I've got loads to learn, but I know so much more, and I'm more passionate, and the more passionate I get, the more I find out, the more I look into, the better I feel with the products, the more I'm able to absorb as well, information-wise, because at the beginning it was very, very hard for me to hold the information in my head when I was learning it. Excuse me. But now the information's absorbing, and I'm doing a lot of personal development as well, which is helping me a lot. It really does help.
So if I can link that to the marketing plan, this is why I love Forever. I'm on 40%. Last month, you get a pay rise, you went up to 35%. So I get paid 13% to help you. When you get this next promotion, which takes you up to the next part, which is from active assistant supervisor to supervisor, you got to 38%. So I get paid less. I get paid 10% on what you do, but I get paid less because you get paid more. And because you've learned it, you're then helping with your team too.
Exactly.
And then the more you get, once you get to 48%, the same as me, which is manager, then you're paid on your team. So you're paid when somebody comes in 30, you're on 48, you're paid 18% to help them, but you also get paid 6% on the whole team then. And that's where it generates a full-time income.
Oh, definitely. Somebody said to me the other day, how much are you actually making, Ange? And I said, do you know, I haven't actually worked it out. I haven't sat down and worked it out. It's something I probably should.
I've got a sheet. I'm going to share the sheet with you. Because I actually did it with Janice, and she earned £85 an hour.
Oh, wow.
So all we did was how much time, how much you sold in products, the profit, obviously the 5% extra you got, and then worked out how many hours you actually did. But in the business, not the self-development and not kind of scrolling on Facebook, just actually delivering products and talking to people. And it was £85 an hour.
Wow. All I'd said to the person was, I don't know, when I first started, I started to be able to afford the products that I wanted, which at the time was just a drinking gel. I thought, if I can earn enough to cover that, and then I got my mum onto the drinking gel as well. And my mum's, she'll be 84 next month, and I put her onto the drinking gel, and what a difference in her as well. It's been amazing. I could see it in her so much. I had her on the collagen as well, but she didn't like the taste of collagen. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I love the taste of it. I think it's dead fruity and chocolatey taste. But she wasn't keen on it, but her taste buds are a bit different now that she's got a bit older. But I've lost my train of thought. Her product. So is it like I say, every month I'm starting and I'm earning a wee bit more and I'm earning a wee bit more. I'm getting more customers. And what I'm doing is just buying more products. I've still got a wee bit of money left over. I know that. I've got a wee bit of more residual income that's just sitting there that I can spend a wee bit more, but I'm paying for all my products. And
that's great, because that was your first thing, because the biggest thing you could do is invest in you. But, it's an exercise. Let's do that exercise. Work out how many customers you've got, how long it took, and what you actually earn. Because when somebody says, like that question, how much you earn, you can then say, well, actually, £85 an hour. Because it's about keeping it as simple as possible. And if we can actually keep the money aside, you can then work it. Because a lot of people just bring the profit and spend it and then think, I haven't earned any money. And I remember doing that with Pat, and I said, you've earned £350. And she went, how did you do that? And I said,
and where is it?
What about it? And she says, I just put it in my purse.
No, mine's is just always for buying extra products. Like I said, I was wanting to start the RJ to try that because I thought for clarity as well, for my brain fog. Although my products are all helping, I'm not going to get rid of my illness. It's not going to disappear. It's just my products are just going to help me improve it, help me live with it, but it'll never go away. So I've always going to have a bit of brain fog. No matter what I do, I'm always going to have it. But
the RJ will definitely help you, because you heard me talk about my dad's vascular dementia. My dad was putting medication, reacted badly, and I put my dad on 2 natural products. My dad's memory improved, and it's because what the RJ does is it dilates the blood vessels. It's got nitric oxide, speeds the oxygen to the brain. My dad was discharged from the memory clinic. So when I tell that story, and it wasn't just my story, because I've actually got another testimonial from another group that a lady, the same thing happened to her, our dad. That actually makes me dead excited.
I think
that we can help people.
See when you get your customers, that's the thing that blew me away. I mean, I knew how good the products were because I was using them. But when you get your customers coming back to you and telling you this is improved and that's improved, and that blows me away, because it makes me happy that I've been able to help that person. And I mean, I knew I could, but for them to come back to me and say, wow, I feel so much better with this, that, the next thing. Yeah. That's amazing. I love that.
My dad was the first one that gave me feedback, and my dad was always like not going on anything like that and dead critical. So when he did, I was blown away, because I'm like, oh, really? I didn't think you would do that. But we can help people, but they need to want to be helped. So Angie, it was absolutely brilliant. You coming on here, and I can't wait to come back on when you get your promotion and you're going on the holidays. Because the holidays have just been incredible that we've been on. But the best part of it is like-minded people all together having fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get my passport organised today. I'm going to go out and get my photographs taken and get my passport done online, and that's another. I've got a holiday coming up, but I've got the passport, and I'm thinking Phuket. That's all I can think about. I was in Thailand almost 30 years ago. I was in Thailand, and I would love to get back, but I didn't think I would ever be able to afford it. But this has been an opportunity of a lifetime.
Now think about that.
To work for it.
Didn't think you'd be able to afford it, and you're going to afford it from improving your health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. And helping people.
It's amazing. People. Yeah. So absolutely love that. And it was great to catch up with you, and I can't wait to watch your journey.
I know, me too. Okay, speak to you later. Bye, Audrey. Thank you. Bye.